Crossbeats production.
What's going on? You're here with Nate to Wait. This is Crossbeats production, and the first 4 minutes is how I got there. I'll catch you after that. What's going on? You're here with Nate to Wait. This is Crossbeats production. So I want to show you guys the Antelope audio version of the Harrison VEQ-HA32C, which is based off their EQ off the Harrison console. You would be familiar with this if you've used the Mixbus Harrison console as well. They have the Mixbus 32C, similar EQ that you'd see on that. This is Emulation that Antelope Audio brought out, and I want to show you guys what it sounds like, use it on an audio demo, and go through that with you. So if you like the first 4 minutes of this video, I tried to keep that talking free so you didn't have to deal with that. Let's go through the explanation of it, and I'll show you examples and stuff like that on this particular track. Let's get into it. Hope you like this. Catch you after that. Alright, so as you can hear, it's kind of cleaned up some of the muddiness of the actual track. This track is like a synth that's going through the mix. You can hear it. I don't need to explain that to you. So let me just show you the settings that I've used on this EQ so you can understand what's going on. First, I'll turn this on. So the way it's routed through the system, just so if you don't know how this works, it uses pipeline. What pipeline does, it allows Studio One to route out of your DAW through a piece of hardware and then back into your DAW. And it does that all through pipeline. So it's a really easy way to route stuff. You don't have to set up anything else other than pipeline to do that within Studio One. Obviously, outside of Studio One, there's other stuff you do. But anyway, so that's using that. The plugin, let me just show you. When I bypass and activate it, it makes a little clicking sound because it's just activating the plugin. So that's what's going on there. Zentour is the audio interface that I use on a regular basis. I have an Apollo as well, but for all the guys that want to bash the Zentour for how they think it doesn't work, I just want to show you how good it actually is. Some of the plugins are really fantastic. So let's get into what I did. So first off, I'll activate the plugin itself on the pipeline, and I'll go into the Zentour and we'll just play this. So let's go. So first off, bypassed. And we'll go in context. Okay, so if you notice the meters here, I'll highlight this just for a second. The meters actually got lower in volume and it sounded brighter in the mix. Now what was happening there, so you understand what's going on, is basically what I've done is I removed some of the low end frequencies. Now I'll show you on a meter as well so you can see exactly what we've got going on here as well. So I removed some of the low end frequencies that were interfering mainly around the 200 or even lower than that. So I've got this frequency here for the low mids, which is removing some of the frequency out there. I don't know why that disappeared. Yeah, let's bring that back up. Let's go back to Zentour. Okay, so we've got some of the lows. I removed that quite significantly, so by a minus 12 dB approximately. Even more if you want to count to that. I think it's about, yeah, it is minus 12 or so. Then I've got the 200, or actually it's about 100 hertz, and I've minus that by about minus 3 roughly ish. And then I've added some frequencies here just above 2.8, which would be around about 3K kind of area in between there, and added that significant amount by about 5 dB. And the next thing as well, at 13, I added roughly about somewhere about 6 dB of gain. And then what I did here to lighten up the load of the high-end frequencies, I used this low pass in, so it low passes up to, it's roughly about 10K. So it gives it that kind of smooth kind of tape sound that you get. Old hardware has more of a smooth high-end roll-off, as you'd be aware with records and stuff like that. And then I've got the high pass in as well, which is high passing that frequency further up as well. So all of this I adjusted by ear. It was purely by taste. I didn't just go in there with a plan. I just went in there and listened to it on its own soloed, and then together with the mix, and came up with these settings. So if you're looking for free plugins that come with a audio interface that's really fantastic with really good clocking and A to D conversion, the Zentour or any of the Antelope devices are really good. It's not anything to do with me. I don't have anything to do with them. I'm not affiliated or anything like that. I just think the sound quality and everything they produce so far that I've experienced has been really good. I still use Apollo, so I'm not bagging Apollo. So by all means, don't go in the comments saying I'm bagging Apollo, because it's not what I do. I don't care about brands. I just care about what works and what sounds good. So anyway, let me play this to you really briefly, show you what it looks like on the meters before and after. I'll just make this meter really large so we can get that. Let's go. Alright, we'll go just soloed so we can see what's happening. So let's bypass. Alright, don't want to annoy you too much with that sound, but if you can see on the meters what was happening there, a lot of the low end frequencies were getting taken out of the actual mix, and that obviously equates for the level and, you know, volume levels and stuff like that, because low end contains a lot of energy. So if you're gonna have a lot of low end in your mix, you're gonna be having a lot of energy, which takes up other parts of the mix and obviously consumes that for what would be your bass or your kick or other things you want in the low end. So just wanted to show you how some things can help to remove low end where you want to remove it. I wouldn't recommend removing it from every single instrument as, you know, your entire mix, because you definitely need some low end in some things. But if you want certain things in your mix to shine and really be in their own place in the mix, then maybe a high pass filter or a low pass filter might work for your situation. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to like that video, subscribe to the channel, stay tuned because there'll be more of these videos as well, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.